For this last example, something kind of weird is going to happen, and I just want to talk to you about what to do when that happens. So we were given our point first, so I'm going to go ahead and label this xy. We have our slope, which is our m. So again, for all of these, you're always going to be given the slope, which is going to be half of your equation. It's your job to find the other half. Oh, I went ahead and wrote the y. It's all right. So y equals mx plus b. Find your y value of 5, your slope, or m, which is 5/3. Multiply that by your x, which in this case is -2, plus b is the portion I'm missing. But this time, when I go to my calculator and I do my alpha y equals, and I do my 5/3 times my -2, it's not a nice whole number. It's a decimal. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to alpha y equals, and I'm going to use this last option right here, the fraction to decimal converter, and I'm going to convert that back to a fraction, and I'm going to talk to you about why. It wouldn't necessarily be wrong to use the decimal, but it's not as precise. It's not as exact. And I'm going to tell you another reason I prefer to just leave it in fraction form. So -10/3 plus b. Cancel out -10/3 by adding 10/3. So we'll do 5 plus alpha y equals 10/3. Again, I get a decimal. Going to go back to that alpha y equals and use that fraction to decimal converter. And I get 25/3 as my y-intercept. So let's talk about why I would prefer a fraction there instead of a decimal. Well, first of all, your slope is already in a fraction, so it just kind of matches up number types there. It doesn't look very nice to have a fraction and then a decimal. That's just kind of picky math teacher thing right there. But if I was going to type this into Desmos and check it, if I didn't have that y-intercept as that exact fraction, the exact point wouldn't appear. It would be super, super close with rounding. It would be that, but it wouldn't be exact. But if I type it in as an exact fraction, you're going to see that exact point on your graph. So that's another reason why it's just better to do it that way.